Hello, everybody. Thank you for spending part of your day today with me. I'm Daisy. How are you today? Today, I would like to address two things. One, the change of scenery again. You guys just get a different background every week, and you know that's what it's all about. I also have 2 drinks, not because I'm an alcoholic, but because...
Shut up.
Hello?
My name is Hazel, and I materialized out of this closet.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
It's not Pride Month anymore. You can't say that.
Homophobia is now in, now that Pride Month is over.
If you can't tell, we have known each other for too long.
Everybody, welcome. This is my best friend, Hazel. We have known each other for quite a few years now, and I have propositioned her to be a part of my channel and to do this video. I've spent way too long taking over this woman's house in order to bring you this.
Yeah. She moved my furniture. She moved my closet.
I did.
This is my bedside table, but not anymore.
No, and then I put little trinkets on it and everything. We have our little coasters. We have our little guys in the back. You can't, hold on. Where's him? Yes! Oh. We are here today to talk about, what's the topic?
It's very multifaceted.
Yes.
It was the shitification of fashion.
Shitification,
the
yes.
cost of being fashionable is kind of like upside down right now, I think also.
Period.
And how money can't buy taste. Like it's very like we're very multifaceted with our theme today, so you'll have to bear with us.
Yes, completely. I had an entirely different topic picked out and we were chatting about it, and we came to the conclusion that we didn't have quite enough to talk about. So we have to now talk about it. Yes, now we have to talk about literally everything. We've already spent most of the day together. It is 4 p.m. We got together at 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
And we are here.
Yeah, it's true.
I woke up like this.
You just woke up a good 2 hours before I did.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
I really want to acknowledge our microphones for a moment. I'm going to show you. My microphone is a Calico Critter. What is this? Vacuum cleaner?
You can take the little plastic vacuum, like you can empty the vacuum.
No, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Hold on. What do you?
I'm pretty sure you can empty
Diva.
the fucking vacuum.
Diva.
Calico
That is a
critters.
choking hazard.
Give it to me. I'll put it in my mouth.
And what do you have?
I have one of your classic rave hands. Oh, in a darker skin tone for inclusivity.
Yes. We
Yes.
love inclusivity.
Fashion. So we went to the mall. I think one thing I didn't mention is that we went to the mall and she was pointing out the amount of people who were wearing straight up pajamas.
Straight up sweatpants.
At the mall.
Yeah.
Because the original theme was kind of like, let's talk about how people are just, like, casual wear is just, like, not even casual wear anymore because people are wearing pajamas and athleisure, even if they're not going to go fucking work out.
Mama.
I'm swearing. Get over it. And I was like, I don't know if I see that much, or maybe I'm not paying attention. So then when we went to the mall, you're like, no, look.
This person.
The first person you pointed out was literally wearing like the matching striped like pajama shorts and pajama tank top.
Yep, with Crocs.
No.
Why are we doing this?
Why are we leaving the house like that?
I don't get it. See, if you did that in my high school, which I told you before, if that happened in my high school, if you even wore sweatpants to high school, if you wore pajama pants to high school, you would be dress coded and they would tell you that you needed to change. They would force you to change. They'd say that that's not professional and that you're not showing respect, which what do you think? Does dressing a certain way show respect or disrespect?
It depends on the space. Like in a high school, I think you should be able to wear fucking pajamas. I don't like you're a teenager. You should be able to wear pajamas to high school.
Yeah.
And so that is the little funny to me that they were dress coding people for that. But like, I don't know. As like an adult human leaving the house, if you're gonna have like a day out, like if you're going downtown and like you're not just quick grocery run, not just hair and curlers, like getting ready for the night, I gotta go grab something. If you are actually like, I'm going to the mall today, I'm going to see a friend. I'm going to go meet with someone downtown.
Gosh.
You probably shouldn't be wearing pajamas. You probably shouldn't even be wearing athleisure.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's not an outfit.
No.
It's practical clothing.
Yeah. And like practicality definitely gets into all of this. And I did mention that previously that I feel like why we've kind of come to this conclusion as of like where we are now is because everybody was dressing, what was the word that you just used? Practical. People were dressing very, very, very practically during COVID. You're going to the grocery store, you're gonna want to be in leggings and a shirt, or like leggings and like sweatpants, whatever, because going to the grocery store was scary, like genuinely so mentally and physically taxing that you couldn't do anything for the rest of the day. It was the scariest thing you would do to go to the grocery store, at least in my experience. And I feel like
it would be like the only reason you're leaving the house.
Yeah, was to go get groceries. And it needed to be practical enough that you would be able to like get in and out of your car easily, you know, be able to be in the aisles very easily. You would have to just be, you know, you don't have to be worried about fussing with your outfit, fussing with your ascot, your hair. So I feel like that's kind of where it bred from. And then people just were like, well, this is nice because, I mean, even like 5 years previously, like in 2015, people were wearing business casual and pumps to the club. And like casually, that was casual wear. Like casual wear used to be jeans and a t-shirt, used to be a little skirt and a little top. You know, like to me, this is casual. She's a little dressed up.
This is, I am a little dressed up.
But more or less, this is what we would be wearing normally. Like I went, like I hung out together. I wore this all day today, and guess what? This is casual for me.
This is casual for her.
This is casual. This is what I'm just wearing every day. My hair is big every day.
This is casual for her.
Queen, if you do not follow me on my Instagram, half the things that I'm posting on my Instagram is me at work, wearing shit at work. So
this is not what I wore to the mall today to go thrifting or whatever. But I think you probably have photos of, maybe not on my actual outfit, but you have a photo of us together earlier today. And like we were talking about, insert the photo
right here.
That's my casual. That's my, like, I don't have the athleisure. Okay. My credentials, by the way, I do not own a pair of sweatpants. I own some athletic gear for roller skating, but I do not like wear it outside of roller skating or working out. And I guess credentials, I won best dressed in high school, so I'm still riding that high. So if you're wondering when I'm like going around the mall reading people being like, I don't even think she's working out today and she's wearing athleisure, it's because I'm going to the mall and I'm wearing my equivalent of like a casual outfit, which is, you already saw the photo.
Yeah.
So it's
undies out.
What?
Undies out.
Were my undies out?
Yeah. Nobody has their undies out anymore.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather see a little thong strap than see pajamas at the mall.
Yeah. Like, I just really don't understand it. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way, I don't know. I grew up in the middle of nowhere. So, like, you know, on a farm. So, you know, you can't really be dressed up too much. But also, I was like a major fashionista. Like, for like living on a farm. Like, I was a major fashionista. I was like, I wanted to like look cute, look pretty. I wanted to like do this and that and the other thing. And I really cared about those kinds of things. Even if it was like, oh, we're going and doing this outside, I'd be like, okay, well, I want to be sure that I'm like at least wearing like color coordination. I'm at least color coordinating. And like casual is no longer like, okay, if you think about even the 80s, casual in the 80s was like what? Acid wash jeans and like a big t-shirt with big hair.
Like, yeah,
you know,
you were still
that's casual.
You were still doing your hair. Maybe you weren't putting makeup on, but you're still doing your hair, still putting on like picking a cute outfit.
Yeah.
To leave the house.
Yeah.
Even if
your
it was
favorite pair
like
of jeans,
little shorts or something.
Yeah.
Like today was hot as hell. Yeah. So like I do want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but there was anyone who was like our age or older generally was wearing like a nice pair of shorts and a tank top and a little sun cover or something.
Yep. Very cute.
Polo. You know, but then anyone our age or younger, like certain people our age and younger, PJs, just pajamas, a tank top and a pair of sweatpants that have been rolled over. I remember, I don't know, side note, I remember in high school, all the girls in high school had their bras peeking out of their tank tops.
Oh,
and they were wearing like
that could
3
never
bras.
fly in my high school.
Yeah, no.
I could not. I went to a very conservative high school.
I remember the double standard of like that being the in fashion thing. So lots of girls were doing that, not getting dress coded. But then I wore a corset to school with like a cover up to cover my shoulders, and I got dress coded.
For wearing a corset?
For wearing a corset.
You were literally doing the most in high school.
I was doing way too much. I was, again, my like equivalent to being like casual was wearing like hippie pants and a little like shredded t-shirt or whatever. Like that was my idea of like casual lazy day.
Yeah.
And then my like not casual, I do actually want to look good today was like full-blown rockabilly. Wah, wah.
Yeah, like nobody's dressing rockabilly. Where's the millennials with the chest tattoos?
Yeah.
There was nobody like that in my high school. And like, I guess if we're gonna talk credentials, my credentials, I was a weird kid. I was a weird kid.
No.
I know. What a fucking concept. Also an emo kid. I was also a scene kid. And I've been dressing vintage since about 16 years old.
I fear I wasn't bullied enough. Because I'm the opposite of like I dressed really weird. I wasn't seen because my hair was too curly, but like I dressed really weird, rockabilly, whatever. Yeah. But I wasn't bullied enough. So no one stopped me.
No one stopped.
And now I'm here.
Wow. She hasn't been stopped. Wow. No. I want to talk about material.
Fabric material.
Fabric.
I will just hold my drink this entire time because I don't pay attention to whether or not I'm buying polyester.
Wow.
I just touch the fabric and go, yeah, I'd wear that.
If we're gonna be up close and personal today, I'm a sweaty lady. I'm a sweaty lady. I should not be sweating this much. I should not. My armpits are consistently just wet for no reason. Anyway, so polyester kind of matters because polyester makes you sweat more. Vintage polyester is different than modern polyester, and I stand by that. I swear to God. The polyester, this shirt is polyester. This is a authentic 60s shirt, okay? This is some of the nicest polyester I've ever worn in my life. But the polyester that I can get at the mall is horrific. It's bad. Like it's just also the thinnest, like the material is just always ass. Even if you're going thrifting, how many times am I like being like, oh, this is nice, and I'm like shuffling to find the tag. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm shuffling to find the tag, and I'm always trying to figure out what the hell it's made out of. And like everything today, if you go to the mall, it's always 100% polyester. And like there's in a sense nothing wrong with polyester. Like polyester can be really, really good for like outerwear, because obviously it's in a sense a good alternative to wool. In that case, like to make it more affordable for somebody to get like a nice warm winter jacket because it holds in heat very well, but not really great for summer stuff. And especially if you're like kind of sweaty like me. Cotton breeze, right?
Yeah.
And cotton, I mean, it is a natural material, so of course it like breaks down over time, right? But at the same time, if you just like take care of your clothes, it's not going to be a problem. Like, I really don't see the problem there. And even like talking about quality, like we were talking about this earlier about shoes. You go to the mall and you want to buy a pair of shoes, it's going to be pleather. Vegan leather. Yeah. Queen, that's plastic. That's plastic that's going to break down immediately, and then you have to rebuy again. Like,
shoes should always be longevity.
Yeah.
Like work shoes, whatever. I'm always buying like canvas when it comes to like work shoes, like a sneaker or whatever, like a canvas sneaker with a rubber sole. And it's just a given that it's only going to last like a year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah.
Of like regular wear, work wear.
Inside.
Right?
Inside,
but
not outside.
If I'm going to buy a pair of shoes for like me, for me, leather.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Always. Yeah. I'm always on the lookout for a good leather shoe. And we did go into a shoe store today, actually, and we were talking about Doc Martens, and we both kind of feel the same about this. So like, please chime in, Queen. They do not make.
No, yeah, we were talking about how like the quality has changed a lot, and I'm sure like a billion people have talked about this.
Yeah.
But I remember buying Doc Martens in like pre 2010. Like it was when I was like in middle school. And I still have those Doc Martens, and they're great. They're well broken in. If I took them to a cobbler, then like I could fix up any like issues with the leather or whatever really easily, right? But like I've had them for over a decade, and they're great. And then I bought like a newer pair recently, and they're like, I don't know. There's something about like the break-in process was way worse like way more sturdy, and it creased more than, like, instead of it relaxing like leather should as you break it in, it just creases and like it's breaking a little bit, like even though I'm still trying to fucking break them in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like our question
Not
is,
good.
it's like, yeah, like is it still leather, but maybe it's a lesser grade of leather? I'm not sure. And also the inside, we went and we were looking at some. I have a pair from 2012. So a few years after she bought hers, my Doc Marten boots was purchased then. And the inside is just leather, right? It's just leather on the inside as well. But the new ones, they have like their fabric on the inside, and I really don't like that feeling. Like I touched it and I audibly was like, that's gross. Like I hate that. I didn't like the feeling of it, and it to me just felt very cheap. And yeah, maybe they're using a different leather, or maybe they're treating it differently. Maybe they're putting like plastic coating on it. I don't know. Fun fact. Sorry, fun fact, guys. So I'm a knitter. And I love knitting, and I have been knitting for a very long time. I've been crocheting for a very long time. Okay. I'm a bit of a yarn snob, and I'm partly a yarn snob because you can buy something called Superwash. This is like good for you too. That this is like good education, because even though you would never do this in your life, there is something called Superwash Wool, and Superwash Wool is something that people would use to make like blankets or garments or things that they would wear often, so it would be easy to wash. So they can technically just throw it in the washing machine and wash it. They don't have to worry about treating it super carefully or super differently than any other thing that they wash, because it's superwash. It's supposed to be the benefit of wool, but with the benefit of not all the maintenance of wool. Because they coat the wool with plastic.
So they're coating a natural fiber with more plastic.
Yes. Look me dead in the eyes, and I will tell you that it is wool covered in plastic. Are you kidding me? When I found that out, I actually hit the floor a little bit, because it just, again, it's like the shitification.
The shitification.
The shitification of everything. Like we can't even have just like nice things. We can't like go to the yarn store and buy wool. Everybody, it has to be a superwash, and superwash is this big crazy thing. Yeah, plastic. It's just plastic. Like why? Like me personally, I don't like that. I'm using natural fibers only in my work. That's just like how I roll personally, because I find so much benefit in it. And I just really try to avoid those kind of plastics and stuff as much as I can, just because I don't really believe in it. Like in a sense, plastic is really great. You know, plastic is in our phones. Plastic is literally the bangles that I'm wearing. Plastic is this, like plastic, you know, plastic in a sense is very revolutionary for humankind 100% when it's used appropriately. And it doesn't have to be in our fucking clothes all the time. And it honestly pisses me off, because you go to the mall and everything in there is made of literal trash.
This bitch loves fabric.
I love fabric so much. I think about fabric all the time. And I understand when polyester was first invented, that's what they liked about it. They're like, holy shit, this clothing is so durable. It's gonna last forever. You know, you don't have to worry about hand washing your wool sweater and hanging it up because, we made it out of polyester instead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't understand it in that context. I just don't like it in the clothing context at all.
This is why, like, we had to expand the topic, I think, just from, like, fashion alone and what people are wearing to, like, what the fashion's made of and everything. Because, like, you're talking about all of this fashion's made out of this fabric that's not going to ever degrade and it's just going to last forever. And then you're making fashionably shitty clothing. Like, we walked around the mall today and we were talking about how, like, window shopping is kind of dead, because I look in a window and it's all like fucking like multiple stores. The things that are worth putting in the window were just sweatpants and tank tops.
Yes.
Sweatpants and tank tops, cargo pants, like just basic, like not even just like a nice pair of jeans and a nice like halter.
Yeah, none of that.
Just a tank top with a bralette underneath it and a pair of sweatpants.
In case you can't tell, in case maybe we have some visually impaired viewers, and we really want to be inclusive when we say this, we do not look like normal people. We do not dress normally. We are not the normal. We are not the average, which is like, contrary to popular opinion, I do own a mirror.
That's the good thing is I don't have to look at me. I say that a lot.
Imagine if you're somebody that goes to the mall and you, like, I feel like fashion is now what is at the mall. It's not the hunt of like, I'm looking for this specifically. I really like this style. I really like this color. it, like, I feel like all of that actual thought that goes into fashion and goes into personal style and goes into like you liking a certain color, like things like that. You don't have to think about what to buy because like, and you don't have to think about fashion. You don't have to think about anything because everything is just there. And like, I don't know, like, do you know what I'm saying?
I'll say that when it comes to like when I have friends who want to get into building a wardrobe, get into fashion, get into thrifting, they're always kind of confused by the thrift because you have to sift through so many things that aren't the style you're looking for. But you also, because you're building a wardrobe and you're kind of getting, like, you're just like any other hobby, you're starting a hobby, you don't actually know what you're looking for. Even though you know generally what colors you like and what's gonna look good on you or whatever, you don't know what it looks like on a hanger. You don't, and you know, the thrift store doesn't have mannequins displaying it. They don't have one in every size. So there's like a ton of digging around to get exactly what you're looking for, you know, like to build that wardrobe. So like, I don't know. I love thrifting, but you do really have to know what you're looking for. When you're at the mall though, it's on a mannequin and you go, yeah, I'd wear that.
Yeah, exactly.
But
no thought.
I don't do that in the mall.
No,
I
me
go to the
neither.
mall and I go, I would never fucking wear that.
Yeah, like I'd wear that at home.
I would be caught dead in that.
Yeah. Like at home, I would wear that, and that's probably it. But to be fair, though, most of the time at home, I'm wearing a house dress. Because I'm psychotic.
I've seen you in your house dresses, and it's always like thrifted, vintage powder blue house dress with the lace and everything. It's like no one else owns that except for like some 80-year-old grandma.
Yes, somewhere. I have had actual discussions with my grandmother about this. Yeah. We have talked about the shitification of fashion and fashion material specifically many times.
I think a big thing within shitification too is like there is, okay, so you were talking about how like we are not what like the mall is for. Yeah. Like we are not the type of people who go in the mall and go pick out an outfit. Like that's not who we are. So when we're talking about like, oh, I hate the way that this is what fashion is right now, we're talking about culture. This is either counterculture or just sort of a middle ground of I do whatever I want and I don't really pay attention kind of thing. Counterculture is, it's hard to shop for because no one's making anything for it. I don't know how to explain it. Like you do see it. It's like with the advent of the internet, you're seeing people posting and making TikToks and reels about building these counterculture punk or goth or whatever outfits. Maximalism, Pinterest boards, all these things. Like it exists on the internet, but no one's actually like packaging it and producing it on a large enough scale that it ends up in your mall and would be like worth purchasing. Yeah, no. Like there's so many times I'll look at something in the mall and I'll go, I love the silhouette, but the color is shitty. The color is too safe for me. Yeah. Or no pattern. No pattern at all. I love how flowy the pant is, but it's black. It's just black. Yeah, can it be something different? Yeah. Like this, like we saw a dress kind of similar to this today where it was like striped yellow. Striped yellow. It was not this bright. No. And it didn't have whatever this fuckery was. Yeah. And it didn't have the split down the middle. Yeah. So it's like it was a shitty version of this. The shitification. The shitification. of like, okay, we're making it for the safe people who are boring. And I get it, that's the general, you know, whatever, but I'm just done having to either thrift something, make something, or have to pay like $300 something for something for what you really want. That's actually good quality. That's the thing. If you actually want something that's fashionable and good quality, you go on the internet, you purchase it for $300. There's no such thing. I think the last time I really felt like I could really shop for myself in a mall was probably during my emo scene days. I want to talk about 2012 to 2014 roughly, I would like to say, just maybe even a little bit of 2015. Because that was kind of popular. You know, I could get the skinny jean with the slit in it. You know, I could get I went through grandpa sweater phase, and that's when I first really started thrifting, was wearing big grandpa sweaters with skinny jeans with like the full slit in the knee. And I think that's the last time I think I was ever really able to go to the mall and like go and pick out something from the mall. That's such a good point. You know? Yeah, because when I was like mostly hippy dippy, I could go to the mall and pick out like hippie clothes. But even like now, you can't go to the mall and pick out hippie clothes. No, there would maybe be one place and it would be $200. Yeah, it would be like a Free People or something. Yes, Free People. Yeah, which is ridiculous. A good example of a business that does actually hit the mark when it comes to like something interesting and like kitschy or something. What about Urban Outfitters? I haven't been in an Urban Outfitters in a long time. I don't know if I've ever been in an Urban. Oh my God. I remember the last time I was in an Urban Outfitters was peak Lana Del Rey. And it was really slay at the time, but very, What?
The hand kills me.
I'm so
It kills
sorry.
me. No.
I remember going, maybe we're in the wrong fucking city or something, but like I remember when I was like kind of punky, whatever.
Yeah.
Punk and hippies, they exist in the same space, in my opinion, generally. They're two sides of the exact same coin.
100%.
But when I would like go to look for something punky, yeah, I could go to a mall and like you said, get a pair of shredded skinny jeans. There was a spot in the mall that had patches, had back patches.
Yeah,
like you could make yourself like a vest or patch up a pair of pants or something just with what was in the mall. And again, now it's like not a thing.
No, that could never happen now. Like that store would never have customers, or it would have the same 10 people, which is me, you, and everybody we know. Like there used to be a lot of diversity in malls. Spencer's today is just t-shirts. Like I don't know, like maybe I remember Spencer's having more actual clothing when I was a teen. Like I remember like Spencer's was my favorite place to shop because it had, you know, the Jack Skellington stuff. They had like all this crazy fun like actual freaking clothes that was like alternative. And like I've been wanting to say this and I've been really thinking about it, and I've talked about it with you before, that alternative is not just like goth, emo, scene, whatever. Like alternative is like this. Like we dress alternatively.
Counterculture.
Yeah, it's a form of counterculture.
Yeah, whatever isn't the current culture
is
generally is alternative in my opinion. Yeah.
100%. I just want to like make that distinction, because if I'm like, well, I'm alternative, and some like buddy in the comments is like, no,
you're not.
What are you talking about? Like you're wearing blue eyeshadow. No, like you could find some sort of alternative everything, and now it's nothing. There used to be a place downtown in our city before you lived here. Excuse me. Before you lived here, there was it was called Pinned, and it was a pinup rockabilly store. They sold like Hell Bunny, they sold Sourpuss, they sold Iron Fist, they sold everything, and it was beautiful. Every store downtown is the same $500 for a freaking t-shirt, and the one vintage store downtown that just sells men's t-shirts for $100.
Oh, that like, store pisses me
I
off.
hate that store so much, actually.
When you go, like if let's say you're a tourist here or something and you're just gonna search up, no, don't even use the word vintage. Yeah, search up thrift store, city name.
Yeah.
The first three things that pop up are consignment store, and then that vintage store that you're talking about that literally has like a women's section this big. Yeah. And then the whole rest of it is men's t-shirts, men's pants, like Carhartts, like streetwear nonsense. Yeah. And like Supreme baseball caps.
That's
like,
it.
That's
that
the
is
whole
it.
Fucking store.
Somebody's like marathon t-shirt from 1983 that has a semi-cool graphic and is 100% cotton, so they say it's $100. I'm not even exaggerating when I say they will sell it for $100.
Our like head shop downtown, like our pot shop downtown has a vintage rack. It has a vintage rack that has actual vintage costume pieces on it. Mostly like for rave reasons. So there's like some spandex on there and not all
vintage spandex is vibe.
There's like I've seen vintage like 70s like vests and dresses and stuff at the local head shop.
Like that's crazy.
They've got
even
more
they're
going
like
on.
Yeah, and even they're downsizing. They downsized a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy they're still around, but like when they downsized, I was a little concerned. I gotta be real.
Yeah.
Because I want them to stay. Like I do. Like I want all of these alternative places to stay, but they just don't. Because nobody cares. Everybody goes to the mall and goes to Garage and buys the same tank top in 5 different fucking colors.
It pains me to buy basics.
Oh, Garage can
There's
sometimes
been
have
times
good
when I
stuff.
do have to buy basics and you can't really like thrift. Yeah. Like if you do find a good tank top, then you gotta buy it in every color, and then you kind of have to go to the mall for something like that. Yeah, I've been guilty of that. For sure,
like we're not perfect humans. We're not saying that we never shop at the mall and we never buy anything at the mall, but it is like an incredibly rare thing as well.
It's
like
painful to spend like $50 on like a tank top.
On one tank top,
when you
$50.
can go thrifting and get one for like $5 or less, depending on where you're going.
And like thrift prices are so rough right now, but at the same time, they're still so much better than the mall. Okay, you want to buy capris. Go to the thrift store and buy capris for $15 because they're $15. They're $20 on Shein. I thought this was supposed to be Shein. I thought everything was $1. Like I don't know what my perception is.
I love you being mad, being like, I thought it was supposed to be cheaper than this.
Yeah, never shop
right.
there.
Yeah, like I got a
store.
pair of shorts today for like less than $2 because I got the shorts and a hair clip, and it ended up being $2 for the bill.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, why would you go shopping on Shein?
I did like a dance series recently. You came to the show, just like any other like classes thing where you end up doing some sort of recital at the end. That's what it was. I did like dance classes and then a recital.
Slayed
so we all had
so
to have
hard.
like matching outfits and stuff. And everyone was totally cool and fine about buying dance shoes on Amazon and then like the matching outfits that we needed to wear or skirt or whatever on Shein. And I'm like, I'm not gonna personally give my money to Shein. You buy me a skirt, I'll pay you back. But I was like, but at least it'll only be similar to you, where I'm like, it's only gonna be $2. It was like $10.
Yeah.
For the shittiest sequin skirt I've ever seen in my fucking life.
That's still
no
overcharging.
No zipper, just ties up on the side.
No.
And then there was a bunch of other costume pieces that people bought. People were like, oh, I needed a tank top that was shimmery, whatever, right? And they were all talking about how like, oh yeah,
Shein
I got
is
it.
great.
I got it on Amazon for like $2, and I'm like, that's great. It's gonna fall off of you after this.
Yeah. I feel like people think that thrifting takes a lot of time. In a sense, yes, but also at the same time, I went on the Shein website. It's horrific to use. It's rare. It's few and far between. A lot of the times we will look at something. Oh, this is kind of cute. Tag Shein, immediate put it back. That's quite an often attitude.
Like when you were talking about fabrics.
Yeah.
This is why I go by touch. Because when I'm going through the rack and go, that's a color I like, I don't even have to look at the tag half of the time. I will feel the fabric and go, that's thin printed fabric. I can feel it just by touching it. Move on.
Exactly.
Like it's just like, how is that going to feel in my body? It's not going to feel good. Keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like it doesn't have to be cotton for me or wool or even like a linen or anything. It just
Viscose.
has to, when I feel it, if it feels like the thinnest possible fabric, I just know I'm not gonna fucking wear it.
Yeah, no, it's not reliable. It's not good. And it's just the shitification. Like, again, you could buy, instead of like buying a full polyester sweater, you can go buy a nice wool one.
Yeah.
That'll last you so much longer. Like, nobody's using the natural fibers because I swear at first I'm like, yeah, it's because it's durable. It's like, no, because you're cheap. Like, plastic is
100%.
so cheap to make.
Yeah.
It's literally like, I don't know if you guys actually know how plastic is made, but it's a petroleum product, right? So it's made from oil, like when we extract oil from the ground. Like,
Yeah.
it's a byproduct of petroleum. So, bro, wearing literal
Dinosaurs.
literal dinosaurs. I'm wearing literal dinosaur piss right now. My God.
Theme today.
Like, really don't understand it. And like the fact that I don't even like a dress. Sorry. Like, I wore a dress to my aunt's wedding and it's vintage. It's from India, but it's vintage. And it has like literally like 12 to 15 panels. It's like 12 to 15, like very, very skinny panels. And I'm like, today they would never make that. And if they did, it would be $400.
Yeah.
Just making clothes like normally is just like, if it's not just a tube, like yours is a tube, but that's fine. This is different.
But there's more going on.
There is more going on, exactly. But if you just made
there's
like a
darts
little
in this
tube,
and-
yeah, exactly. But if it was like a bandeau dress, you know what I'm saying, or bandage dress, if it was just like a bandage dress type shit, or just like, again, like those really, really thin, like a bodycon dress from Shein. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like a bodycon dress from Shein. Like, you know what that looks like? And then people are just like flip
Where
flops.
it's literally just a...
And that's it. And I'm like, you couldn't have put on a belt. You couldn't have put on shoes.
It's an okay base.
Yeah.
It's an okay base to an outfit.
Do something different.
I have like a few like dresses and skirts that are that kind of thing where it's just like
A tube.
just kind of a tube. But the ones I have, they at least have a slit, and then I'll wear like a t-shirt over it. I'll belt it, put some jewelry on.
Yeah.
Like I normally have something else going on, and I'll wear stockings underneath. Like you can't just wear the tube.
Nobody knows how to even style anything. The shitification also goes to the consumer because nobody knows how to style shit.
Well, I think the hard thing too is that the mall does not sell the thing that you need to dress up that dress. Like
Period.
You buy the shitty dress, and then when you go to like the belt section in the same store, let's say you want to buy, let's say you're in a rush and you just need to buy an outfit for that night or something in one store. Like, sure, you can buy and sometimes you can even buy the undergarments, the dress and the bra and the underwear, right? But then like, if you want to dress up that outfit, put a belt on it, the belts they sell are just shit. Like actual,
my God.
The shittiest belt you've ever touched, when you could go to the thrift store and probably find a leather belt for like $5.
Yes, I bought this for her. It's 100% leather, and it was $6. It's vintage as hell. It's super cute, super funky, super cool. Nobody would ever.
Leather's crazy.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Leather is expensive, but also leather is a product of the meat industry. Animals are being slaughtered for leather consumption only.
Yeah.
Like, which, I mean, that is neither here nor there. We're not going to get into that. But the point is that, like, you're not doing anything extra special to make leather. Like, yeah, you have to treat and do all these things. And, like, there's different grades and everything. But, like, you're not, like, there's no cost to obtain it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't claim to know anything. But it makes sense that if we were to use all parts of the buffalo and I eat meat.
Buffalo.
Yeah, we use all parts of the buffalo up here, where we live. Where we live, that I'm not going to name.
Yes.
I'm gonna give my full. I'm gonna dox you really quick.
Oh my God.
Where we live, we use all parts of the buffalo. I like to believe, and yeah, no, I can totally see how, like, if I eat meat every meal of my life, there's gonna be animal byproduct that's not getting used, i.e., skin.
Yeah.
Right? Unless they're
skin
leaving
is leather.
The skin on, leather.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I know what
That's
you're
what
saying.
I'm
I know what you're
saying.
saying. Yeah.
So I would really hope that the burger people call the leather people and
they link.
They make a belt.
Yeah, they link. Yeah.
I would hope.
I'm going to fact check myself to be sure, but when I'm editing this, but yeah, from mine, yeah, because, but from, yeah. Okay, fact check. I'll put all my fact checks over there.
Anyway.
But yeah, like, it's like these things are very accessible.
Can we talk about resellers? Not on. I don't want to talk about even the online resellers. I want to talk about vintage markets. The difference between a thrift, a flea market, and a vintage market is huge.
There is yes. There's absolutely a difference.
Like the thrift store, depending on the thrift store, it can be like the thrift store in our town that sells literally everything for $2, and they genuinely are just a charitable organization.
Yeah,
there's charitable ones that don't sell everything for $2, and they do make a good amount of money, but then it's charity, so I'm like, cool. Like, I'm not stealing from that. Awesome, great.
Period.
There's the flea market, which is normally the perfect
favorite.
Like middle ground of like you're getting like that. You're getting the collectibles and stuff.
Yes.
There's a flea market in a town that we don't live in that's like an hour away that is actually a proper flea market where it's like greasy people in a parking lot.
That's what I love. We've been there. The flea
market in our town is just all people selling Pokemon cards.
It's straight up.
Comic books, which is fine. But flea markets have the collectibles. They don't normally have clothing. Right?
3D printers.
So I'm not talking about that flea market. I'm talking about like a proper flea market.
Yeah.
But then they don't normally have clothes.
Which is...
And then you go to a vintage market because you would think they're all kind of similar, but no,
adjacent.
The jump from like the thrift store and flea markets to like the vintage market is I'm paying money to go in the vintage market.
Yeah, they make you pay. It's like $5.
You're paying to go into the building. And then you're going to, this belt was what, $6?
$6.
If a reseller got to this before I could and tried to sell it at the vintage market, they would sell this for like $40 to $50.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah, I get it because it's like you as a reseller or a vintage curator or whatever, you didn't get it for free like a thrift store did.
No,
you bought it.
You went out, you found it, you bought it, you get the gas money and your time.
Curating things, but whatever. But like some of them are reasonable. I'm not gonna shit on all of them, but like the last time I went, there was like a bangle that I saw, and I'm like, oh, she would love this bangle. Yeah. So I went to go buy it, and there was no price on it, so I asked them about it. It was this huge chunky bangle, and they're like, oh, that's $100, and I just dead ass looked at them and went, that's way too much money. That's really expensive. And she's like, no, if you Google the person who made it, like they go for this much on eBay. Blah,
is it
blah,
even
blah.
Bakelite though?
Like if I wanted to pay an eBay price, I would buy it on eBay. I'd go buy it on eBay.
Yeah. Also,
but I'm here right now and I want to buy it from you. Can I have it for $20?
Yeah,
for a nice one that's got a nice brand on it or something.
Whatever. I would spend $20 on a bangle.
We do 20? And when I try to barter with people at vintage markets and they look at me like I'm fucking crazy, I'm like, that's what we're here for now.
Yeah, I love bartering.
Like you don't have a storefront. When you don't have a storefront, I should be able to fucking barter with you because we're in an event center right now.
Yeah, 100% with an IKEA table.
Most vintage sellers are willing to barter, or like, I'll give you those 2 items for like $5 off.
Yeah, which is really nice. Like I bought my Jackie Kennedy suit. My Jackie Kennedy suit is a 60s 2-piece suit. The zipper was busted. It was $10, by the way. $10 original price at a vintage market. The zipper was fucked. I can replace a zipper. I go, do they need to know that? No. Do they need to know that I can replace a zipper? No.
The zipper's broken?
Yeah. Oh no, it's broken. They gave it to me for $5. The bangle. Like I've heard this bangle story. I'm like, I would kind of understand if it was Bakelite. If they were like, oh, we tested it and it's Bakelite. And then I would be like, okay,
sure.
yeah, like that would kind of make sense because, you know, Bakelite is like, in case you don't know, fact check Bakelite. I'm going to put a little thing here about what Bakelite is.
Oh,
okay.
we're touching it.
Yes.
Okay.
Just the tip. But explain that. Not just like, oh, I saw it on the internet. Like you literally Google lensed it. I don't give a shit that you Google lensed it and it's for sale on eBay. Screenshot a listing from eBay that is not sold.
Unsold listing.
Unsold listing. And they're like, oh, but see, it's going for this much. And I'm like, but what did it sell for?
Sold.
What did it sell for?
Not sold.
You can go to the sell tab and see when it was sold.
Yes.
And how much it was actually sold for. And I guarantee you, I'm so sorry, I don't think people are actually going to pay what you actually want for it on Facebook. I gotta be so real with you. It's not going to happen. I like a vintage market because sometimes it's really the only place that I can find exactly what I'm looking for. It's also like a treat to go buy something there because don't get me wrong, a dress from the 50s being $50 is actually not bad. Like if it's really good quality, what the fuck do you know about this?
Yeah.
What do you, Miss Ma'am in sweatpants?
What do you, vintage seller in
sweatpants in a full garage outfit with a slick back bun? What the fuck do you know about like mini dresses? Like,
how did I forget garage sales? Garage sales are very hit and miss. Garage sales can be.
Oh my god!
There's garage sales that I've went to where someone is literally selling like all of their really nice clothing, like leather jackets and stuff. So you can find some really good stuff at garage sales, but there's two different types of people. People who genuinely want to get this shit out of their fucking garage.
Yep.
Which again, you barter with these people and they will give it to you for free. Like there's lots of garage sales I've went to where they just give me shit for free because they're like, just take it.
I love that. I love that.
But there has been times where I went to garage sales where they do the Google Lens thing right in front of me and go, and like, if they're gonna do that and waste my fucking time instead of just saying take it for $10, I'm walking away.
I'm leaving. 100%.
I'm walking away because, like, again, if it's available on eBay for $50 and you're gonna sell it to me for $50, I'm gonna go buy it on eBay.
eBay's for the weirdos, actually,
for the collectibles.
Contrary to popular
for the gamers.
beliefs. Yeah. It's all for collectibles. It's all for old stuff.
You do?
Sometimes. I do peruse.
Yeah, it's always the people who are like, as soon as I question, like, oh, I don't know if I want it. Oh, I've kind of ran out of cash for today because a lot of it's like cash sales. They'll just, I'll give it. What do you have? Like the amount of times I've had people be like, what do you have? I'll be like, I have 25 cents.
Yeah.
Okay, 25 cents. Yeah,
I'll take a quarter for it. Yes. Anyway, Facebook Marketplace is a whole other thing. Because it's like, it should be like shit that's just being like chucked out, but it's not.
Yeah. I'm rarely trying to like make a profit on Facebook. Facebook Marketplace is for getting rid of shit.
Yeah, it's for getting rid of things. It's like, oh, I have this and I would maybe like to get $5 for it. That would be so sick.
We've gone way off the rails. To circle back.
Yes.
I'm going to tell this anecdote. I've told you about it a billion times. About like, this is a very like definitive moment for me in my life. Shopping at a mall as a teenager.
Yes.
So, because you were talking about like, as a scene kid, like, I could go into stores and malls. I was not living in like a bigger town. We had a mall, but it had just the basics. It didn't have anything like crazy in it. So for me as like an alternative kid to find stuff, it was like buying stuff online pretty much, or we would visit a big town. So as a teenager, we were in a bigger town because we had like a layover flight or whatever the hell in a bigger town. And my mom was like, okay, this is your chance to buy clothing for the next, school year or whatever, or the next few years.
Shopping.
Like because we were just about to, like, summer was, you gotta, like, this is your chance to buy stuff now. So we're going into like Abercrombie and Fitch, or what else? American Eagle.
Hollister.
Boathouse.
Garage.
Whatever the fuck.
Ardennes. Even.
Like, we're finally in a big enough mall where they've got all these stores and stuff. So my mom's like, here's your chance, whatever. My brother's happily buying like board shorts, t-shirts, polos, whatever he wants, right? But like, I'm looking around the same store he is. I'm in an Abercrombie and Fitch. It's pitch black. And, and I'm looking at the tank tops going, nah, this is bad. And my mom's like, what about the skirt? The skirt's super cute. No, I will never wear that.
No.
Okay, keep going around the mall. And my mom was kind of like sad. I could tell my mom was upset because she was like, I'm failing as a parent. I'm failing to provide for my child.
Yeah.
And I had to like put it in perspective for my mom. It's like, it's not that it's not that like you as a mother are failing to pick out clothing for me.
Yeah.
It's that this mall sucks and I don't want you to waste your money on like me as like a 12-year-old is like, I don't want you, mom, to waste your money on 10 tank tops that I'm not gonna wear.
Yeah. No.
And like 3 skirts that I'm not gonna wear. So I still did like humor them and buy some of those skirts and buy some of those tank tops, which I wore maybe once or twice on vacation.
Yeah.
But like we in that same day left the mall and went to a little rockabilly store in the same big town. I think you might know which one I'm talking about.
Yep, I do.
And
it's closed now.
That store, it's closed now.
Yeah.
That store is like the first time I ever like felt seen. Because I walked in the rockabilly store and there was punk music playing and they had like misfit sweaters and circle skirts and heels and like and it was also dark and grungy on the inside of it because it's really punk rock. But they had like patches. They had pictures of like burlesque artists on the fucking walls and stuff. And I was like, finally, like I was like, this is basically I got my mom to buy me a bunch of skirts and tank tops that I didn't really end up wearing, just to humor her. And then we went to that store and bought the rest of the budget at that store. Yeah. And I bought like the dresses that I bought that day, I wore until they like either didn't fit or like fell off of me. Yeah. I still have one of them actually. Yeah. Because it still fits me.
Yeah.
So
that's
like,
the thing. But also nobody is doing that.
Where do I do that now?
Where do you do that?
Where do I buy it now?
Yeah.
And my problem is too, if I wanted to buy that same dress, the brand that makes that dress doesn't exist anymore.
No, all of the rockabilly stuff
like
is
Hell
done.
Bunny, I think.
Yeah, Hell Bunny is done. Sourpuss is done.
Doesn't exist anymore.
No.
So you either have to find dead stock somewhere, which I did recently, or you have to go and search for like generic rockabilly clothing, and then when you get it, it's gonna be Amazon quality.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good. Like, yeah. Like, even if it's like reproduction, like those brands were reliable. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all of these alternative brands. Oh, Too Fast as well. Too Fast clothing was also very popular. That is also dead and in the ground. Irregular Choice just went under. All of these cool, fun places are dead. Now
Anyone
where can you buy
cool ones?
Yeah,
cool
it's all done. It's all done. Who's nobody's doing it anymore. It's Amazon.com. It's Amazon.com. Yeah. It's Garage.com. It's Arden. It's American Eagle. You can't do anything like that. So literally the only place that we are able to find things that we will actually wear is the thrift store, vintage stores, and consignment stores. And like consignment stores are a little rough because they definitely I wouldn't say gouge. Like, and I'm not talking about like Plato's. Like Plato's closet is not horrific. Like it is basic. It is normcore. It's 100% normcore. Yeah. But do you need a pair of like jean shorts? They got that. Do you need jeans? They have it. You know, bikinis, they have that. They have a lot of activewear, which of course everybody ever wears activewear except for us. Don't get me wrong, I do own leggings, but like not that. I know.
I only have athletic gear for roller skating and that's it. Earlier that I wear it when I work out.
No.
I don't work out.
We bought curtains. You bought curtains there. And you were short, I think $2. You were short $2.
These curtains?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. At the flea market.
Yeah, she was short $2 for this, and she's like, so hey, you know, she talks to this woman. She's like, hi,
This is like an 80-year-old woman in a parking lot
like,
doing
she's
the flea market. I asked her, can you give me? She was selling them for like $10, and I was like, can you do 5? And she said no, and I said, okay, can you do 7 because that's literally all I have. Yeah. And she said, I'm here next week.
Come back next week when you have that toonie, bitch.
Cash. Fuck you.
I spotted her. I think I either had a toonie or a loony, and I think she just accepted it. I think you might have gotten a single $1 off.
Not that we're trying to like made up $10.
She's not doing e-transfer. Let's be honest. She's not doing that. So, and also there's no ATM around us. We would have to like genuinely travel, like get in our car and travel to find an ATM. Yeah. And then potentially get like ATM fees and all these things to take out a $5 bill to then account for the $3, go back and get change. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
which, to be totally fair, we went to a flea market with only $10 in hand.
That is very true.
But like these curtains, I'm looking at them right now. Yeah. These curtains were not, insert a photo. These curtains were not a want.
No, they're a need.
They're in need.
Like, I gotta be honest, like if you know this queen in real
And
life,
you're gonna see the photo and you'll be like, no,
but they were.
but they're in need. For me,
Yes.
they're in need.
All of these attitudes, these shitification attitudes are like seeping into every aspect. Like, all you would think that like thrifting and all these things was like a safe space for a long time for like me. Like I said, like I was never able to find things that I wanted. I would always be thrifting. I got bullied for thrifting very heavily in high school. Everybody's doing it. Therefore, the prices are being increased significantly for no reason and just being so expensive all the time. Like, yes, inflation, etc. But like, I remember going to Value Village in like high school and being like in like 2016 and buying a t-shirt for $2, $2.99, which by the way, I still have today, $2.99.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw a piece of clothing for $2.99 at a Value Village?
Right?
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
I remember thrifting as a teenager and like being able to get some of my coolest clothing for like easily walk out of there and only spend $20 and get like a whole new wardrobe almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And again, also you were actually getting vintage too.
Yeah.
It wasn't all Shein. It wasn't all Shein bullshit.
Yeah, you were getting, that's the thing. I know this is so stupid, but we were talking about clowns, about how I used to go to the thrift store, and this has had nothing to do with clothing. I used to go to, I'm getting on my soapbox. I used to go to the thrift store and go to the trinket section, and there used to be like 10 cloth body, like beanbag.
I love them.
Clowns.
Yes.
Like 10. And I'd say, no, I cannot be adopting this many clowns. Like, I can't do it, even though I want them. I can't. And now that I do actually have space for all of these clowns, not a single soul. It actually is like devastating. Same thing with again, nothing to do with clothing. Guitar Hero guitars. Okay.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
I'm sorry, it's soapbox. So Guitar Hero guitars. I love Guitar Hero. I finally broke my like childhood Guitar Hero guitar, so I had to not recently. This was years ago.
Oh, okay.
This was years ago. And again, you used to be able to go to the thrift and see like 5 of them just sitting there.
Yeah.
So like God only knows how many of those actually got bought or ended up in a landfill, whatever happened with them. Right? So the day that I was like, I need to get a new Guitar Hero guitar, you know what, fuck it, I should probably go get the whole set. Like, let's go get the drum kit, whatever, which in my mind, I'm like, I see them there all the time. The second that I actually need one, there's none to be found.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, okay, I'll check Facebook Marketplace. People know what they have. They know that they're not at the thrift store. They know what they have. They're selling like the old Guitar Hero guitar for like $40-$50 on Facebook Marketplace.
It's a little insane.
It's stupid for something that I would have been able to get at the thrift store for $5 like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Or at the time 2 years ago. At this point, like probably like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Like, again, I'm not necessarily against resellers, but it does kind of make it a little rough sometimes when you go there and you see somebody's cart full of stuff and you're just like, oh, okay, so you're getting each piece for $5 and you're going to go to the market. I'm going to see you there at the market on Saturday and you're going to sell it to me for $50. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I think it's more the price that I care about because I truly think, you know what? I'm going to give my opinion. For the first time this video, I'm going to give my opinion. I think there's enough clothes in the world that I think if we stopped all production of clothing right here, right now, we would never have to do anything again.
Yeah.
We would never, like if we did not throw anything away, if everybody just took what was in their closet and did not buy a single thing like brand new, I think we could literally clothe the entire human race for probably 100 years. Like, this is just a theory, of course. Like, I'm not, like, I don't know the actual math on that, but I genuinely think that we would be able to do that if we actually just stopped right now. So I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, the resellers are stealing it from people, like, blah, 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 because I promise you they're putting out hundreds of items a day, especially at a place like Value Village. They're doing it every day. They're getting an influx of items every single day. There was one thrift store I went to go do some donations a few weeks ago. They actually were like, we're not taking any more clothing because we physically do not have the capacity. We do not have the space to accept it. And this is like a pretty, like, it's a charitable thrift store, but it's still like a larger thrift store. Value Village is going to have inventory issues in that way where they're going to have so much. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we need to make any more. So I don't care that resellers are coming in and buying all this stuff. Lore.
I like clowns. I have a clown suit. I thrifted a clown suit and it had like, clearly someone like spilt a drink down the front of it. Right, so there was like a drink on the sleeves and whatever. And there was both like the workers and like the people I was with were like, you shouldn't buy that. It's stained. Like, you don't know how stained it's going to be. I'm like, believe me, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And I like
100%.
spray and washed it once and then machine washed it. And
It's easy.
But like I could have absolutely, because there's a Value Village, I could have absolutely showed it to them and went, this is stained. Can you give me $5 off?
Yeah. No, I agree. It's a great benefit. It's a great benefit to us, but at the same time, it's just the shitification.
Yeah.
It's the shitification of a thrift store seeing more value in Shein plastic paper fucking clothing than a beautiful 1960s shirt, if we're just using an example.
Yeah, there needs to be like a separate
shitification
Shein rack, I think.
Oh my god, it would be like an entire half of the thrift store. I would love that though.
The amount
I would actually love
a
that.
cute pair of shoes because they're a bright color or something, and then I'm like, oh, they're Shein though.
Like they're
not gonna fall apart
immediately.
Yeah. I've done that. I've had that with shoes where I buy shoes because I'm like, they're cute and I don't recognize the brand, so I'm like, yeah, they feel sturdy, and then they fall apart immediately.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking about, I went to her house a few weeks ago and I was wearing shoes that she had like bajillion years ago. I had them for a few years. I wore them for the first time in forever. They both immediately disintegrated off of my feet at the same time.
Like, literally walking. like
both of them at the same time.
At the exact same time.
And I was holding a drink and I was holding like a bag of fast food, and the way that I literally just was like, oh, and didn't
you didn't
anything.
fall though. Yeah, you didn't hit the ground.
It was insane. I honestly, I credit all of that to roller skating.
Yes. Yeah.
I credit all of that to roller skating. Yeah. The shitification. The shitification is everywhere. It's at the thrift store. It's at the consignment store. It's at the vintage market.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook fucking marketplace. Like it's on eBay. It's everywhere.
Okay, can I give a hot take? This is my pageant standing up. If I could change one thing in this world, one of those moments. Okay.
Could we do hot takes back and forth?
I don't know if I have more than one.
Okay, go.
I don't know if I have more than one.
Okay.
I'd have to like brainstorm. But anyway, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
The 3 R's. We all know.
Yeah.
There needs to be a fourth one, and I know part of this kind of goes hand in hand with reduce, but like resist needs to be in there. There needs to be a resist, and I know again. Are you gonna make it?
I trimmed. I'm sorry. My feet were so tucked under here when I leaned forward. I completely couldn't catch myself.
Okay.
Sorry.
Resist. Resist should be before all three.
Yes.
Like resist the urge, because like when you're talking about Shein being in there, it's because those bitches couldn't resist the deal.
Yeah.
Or same thing with like Amazon. Like you couldn't resist giving your money to fucking Jeff Bezos. Like you couldn't resist it because it's too good. It was too good, right? And then you get it and it ends up being shit.
Yeah.
There's so many like examples to resisting, but generally speaking, what I mean by that is you vote with your money every day. So if you're giving in any way to something that you don't really agree with, whether it's the company itself or like Value Village, like, oh, I fucking hate that Value Village charges so much, but you're still giving them your money. Like it's one of those, like, and I can't really speak because we do buy stuff at Value Village, but like generally speaking, I'm hitting every thrift store before I rely on Value Village. I'm hitting all of that before I rely on the mall. Yeah. And then
that's
if
literally
I
what we did
absolutely
today.
can't find it anywhere, like Amazon and Shein would be the absolute last fucking place I would look.
Yeah.
We live under capitalism. Your how you spend your dollar is actually stronger than your actual vote, like electoral vote.
Oh god,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I know we're talking about fashion, but like, yeah, if you can't be mad that like the mall is full of shitty companies that sell shitty clothing that is shitty quality, that doesn't have good fashion sense when you're buying it. Like, you should support your mall, but when I support the mall, I support the stores. Like, I don't go and buy the thing that I don't want.
Yeah.
I go and buy the thing from the company that does the cool thing that I like.
Yep.
Not too different from my teen self. Like, if I got like a sugar daddy one day or something and he got off on buying me shit, I would have a very hard time going to the mall and spending, like, let's say he's gonna set a goal. He's like, I want to spend $1,000 today. We would have to go somewhere other than the mall. Like, we would have to go downtown and go to like the little boutiques and whatever that I personally love. Yeah. Like the costume store, so I can buy costume supplies. But I don't think that's what they'd want. They would want to take me to the guest store and buy me a purse. Yeah. And then take me like, it's... Yeah. I literally don't think I could, if I wanted to, spend $1,000 at the mall.
Yeah, me neither. I think I could maybe like a big maybe spend $50. Big maybe.
Yeah, the most I
Depending on
could
what
do
I'm
is
doing.
would buy a pair of shoes, but it wouldn't be anything fancy. It would just be like a pair of like, oh, I need a new pair. It would be practical. It wouldn't be
Practical
like
shoes,
it
yeah.
wouldn't be for like the funsies of I'm gonna go shopping. Like no,
Yeah,
it would be a
no.
pair of work shoes.
I've been wanting, like, so I have like 2 pairs of Doc Marten shoes, and I have been wearing the one since I was 12 years old, 2012, and I have another one that I bought in 2015, so I'm like in high school, or 2016. So the point is that they're 10 years old, right? They're 10 years old, and I love them. I wear them all the time. They're perfect, but I can't get the same quality anymore. So
Yeah.
I'm almost like resistant
That's
as
my
well.
thing. Why would I buy it if I know it's not going to be as good, right?
And it's really devastating to me because, again, like when we were talking about material, it's like, why would I spend all this money to buy plastic shoes when, like, if the 10 years ago, if you said to somebody, oh, you know, everybody's gonna be wearing plastic shoes, they'd be like, are you okay? They would be like, are you insane? You know, of course it still existed.
Yeah.
But
No,
still.
The movie, you've watched Idiocracy.
No.
Fucking okay,
We've seen this.
everybody
We've
go
talked about
watch
this before.
Idiocracy right now. Idiocracy did
My
this really
dad
funny
loves
thing.
that movie, by the way.
Great movie. I watch it like once a year. They did the thing in the movie where they were like, when they were casting it and getting the sets and getting the clothing and all these things, they were looking for, at the time, they were looking for like a futuristic looking shoe for all the extras to wear, whatever. That looks kind of stupid because that's the whole joke of the
I know
movie is that
this.
the future is dumb as fuck.
Yes.
So this is before Crocs were famous.
Yes.
Popularized.
They were Crocs.
This was still when Crocs were like not really super well known, or I don't know. you can fact
people
check me
hated
on
them.
this.
If you
But
wore
people
Crocs, you
still
were
didn't really-
loser.
I remember this. I remember
Loser.
when people were Crocs first like kind of came out and people were like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah,
But anyway,
disgusting.
They're like perfect. So everyone in the movie, the epitome of people dressing and wearing advertisements all over their t-shirts because that's literally the only thing available to them. Like capitalism took over and they're wearing fucking Crocs because that's what the movie creators thought was the best shoe for a stupid populace.
Yeah.
And now when we went to the mall, everyone's wearing
fucking Crocs.
pajamas and Crocs.
Pajamas and Crocs.
Synthetic pajamas
Yes.
and Crocs.
Yes.
Anyway.
Why do people desire that? My question is, why do
They're
people
ugly.
desire to go? No. Like, even just like in general. Okay, to be fair, I own a pair of Crocs, but they are the Mega Crush Crocs. They are actually cool.
I will say ugly can come back around. Like the platform Crocs, there's a drag queen in our town that wears platform Crocs that have been diamond encrusted, like bedazzled.
That's iconic.
And it comes back around. I wouldn't say it's iconic.
Oh,
I would say that it still looks dumb.
yeah.
It still looks dumb as a drag performer. You probably shouldn't be wearing Crocs, but generally they don't really wear them on stage. They wear them when they're like about to perform, and then they'll change their shoes. But it comes back around of like it's so dumb that it's funny
camp.
good. It's camp.
It's
Thank
camp.
you. It's kind of campy.
Yeah. I just don't understand the concept of waking up in the morning and going, sweatpants and Crocs queen, and I am so slay right now. And you know
I'm
that,
leaving the
like,
house in
like-
gray sweatpants.
Like, I can't. Like, don't get me
Crocs.
wrong. Like, if I'm running to the grocery store that's literally 2 minutes down the street from me, like, which is awesome, I'm putting on jeans and a t-shirt to do that. If I'm in like my house clothes, my house dress, everything, I'm not going out in public like that. I'm not. I'm straight up not. Like, I just don't understand the concept of people actively choosing that, and the fact that these people don't have like the literal brain cells to wake up and be like, this is kind of insane. Like, I was talking about how if you have no fashion sense, if you are like, I don't know what to wear, I don't know what I like, and you go to the mall, you're gonna be fed what you want. Like, you're fed that, like, obviously, right?
It's all you have.
There's no option. And also, how do you know what's actually out there? How do you know? You're just a cog in the wheel, you know? You're just a cog in the wheel.
NPC behavior.
You have no cognitive thought of what you like and don't like. Let's say you actually hate the color purple, but purple is the color in garage right now.
Color of the week.
You know, it's the color of the week. So you buy all purple things, but you don't have the cognitive thought or like brain power to understand that maybe you don't like that color. Maybe you don't like the fit of this. Maybe you don't like the cut of that dress.
Yeah.
Because it's just in the mall, therefore it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To be a devil's advocate, I was saying this earlier about like this video. I was like, the hard thing about like talking about this topic is generally, we almost sort of said this at the top of fashion's a hobby
Oh yeah.
that not everyone has. So when I see people, like, that's why I think I'm pretty blind to people who are literally wearing pajamas in the mall, because I don't really think about it, because I'm like, clearly they do not have an interest in fashion, and that is a read. That is a read.
Yeah.
Because I do think like dressing nice is just part of being like a human.
Yeah.
But not everyone has a knack for it. Like, lots of people would argue also like musicality and listening to music, enjoying music is part of being a human. It's a human experience. We've had it throughout all of our life
History.
as all of our history as humans. Just one. I'm one. I haven't been reincarnated. But like but you know what I'm saying? Like, lots of people would argue that's like a human experience. But it's just not everyone has a knack for it. Not everyone has it as a hobby. Not everyone has it as an interest. So I can't always like shit on people for either buying whatever's on trend and then immediately throwing it out because it's no longer on trend.
Yeah.
Like, they bought the jean shorts and the boxers for under the jean shorts, but by the time this video comes out, that's not going to be a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Because Olivia Rodrigo isn't fucking wearing them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we're back on something else, and now you're getting rid of it because it's not on brand.
Yeah.
But it's like, I agree with you though that it's like, but if you liked how it looked on you, keep it in your closet and wear it for like 10 years.
Yeah. I have clothes
Keep
that I'm
wearing
wearing for that.
Don't
yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of where I've always been at, is that whether it's in style or not, I'm wearing it.
Yeah. I think
it looks good.
Yeah, again, I don't think we follow trends. I don't think we do.
I don't like to say I do.
No.
Every once in a while a trend comes around where I'm like, good, I'm glad that's coming back.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. The one that I jumped on, you watched me go through this, is I was like a high-waisted woman.
Yes.
I mean,
yes. Body tee. Body tee.
So it makes sense
Body
that
tee.
I would want to wear high-waisted and
Yes.
tuck my tummy in and everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, have everything fit my waist nice.
Yep, 100%.
And yeah, do that for me everywhere I go. But so I always swore off mid-rise and low-rise.
Yes, and I was
Constantly.
very low rise. Yeah.
And I saw you wearing a lot of low-rise because it was also coming back.
Yes.
Around the time it was coming
It's
back,
very
so
nostalgic.
you were wearing a lot of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it.
I was forcing her every time. I was like, I promise it'll look so good on you. I was really encouraging.
But we're bringing it back around because I went to the fucking mall.
Yes.
So here's the thing. It's a trend. It's a trend that's happening.
Yes.
I should be able to go to the mall and get a pair of fucking low-rise jeans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a single.
Period.
I went to every single store that sold jeans in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single store had low-rise. Some of them were like, oh, well, we have mid-rise. And they were like a true mid-rise where they hit like right below the waist.
Gross.
Who's wearing those?
Yeah. I think it's so unflattering.
Yeah, and then like, if they didn't have that, then they were like, no, only high rise.
Mm-hmm.
Only high rise, that's all we have, whatever, blah blah blah. So I had to in order to be on trend. I couldn't go to the mall to be on trend. I had to go to the thrift store in like the tightest little bike shorts I have to try on jeans, because there's no other way to try them on. There's no fucking change room.
The shitification.
Which is a whole other thing.
The shitification of it all.
Video.
Like, yeah. Yeah. Literally.
Is not having a fucking change room in the thrift store anymore. But
yeah.
Things that COVID took away from us, that and being able to get 5-cent candies, whatever. Anyway.
Period. Yes.
So I went and I had to try them on over my little shorts and decide whether or not they even fit me enough to bother buying them for like $20 because it's Value Village.
Oh God, yeah.
All of that just to maybe decide if I want to be on trend or not.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like I work my way around trying things on and buying things and whatever. And turns out low rise looks really good on me.
I knew it. I told her so.
But I can't do anywhere in the middle. It's either high rise or low rise. There's no in between.
I completely agree with that.
It's not happening.
Mid-rise to me doesn't make sense. Like, to me, because it's not, because it doesn't hit at your at your waist. So in a sense, it doesn't exaggerate the shape that you already have, right? I'm talking about accentuating the shape that this person already has.
It's like, on your belly button.
It's on your belly button. That's a little
weird.
Low. It's weird. Like, unless like my waist is definitely above my belly button, 100%. Right?
Yeah. The only thing I could think of for like mid-rise is if you have a body type where mid-rise is high-waisted on you.
Like, if you have a very short torso,
is low-waisted on you. Like, depending on how long your torso is. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of for mid-rise.
That would make a lot of sense. But
there's certain low-rise jeans I have that are mid-rise. They say mid-rise on the inside, But then
they're
when I put
lower.
them on,
They're
they
lower.
sit on my hip,
Hip.
like just below my hip bone.
Oh, interesting.
And they
Very
still have
interesting.
my butt.
Wow.
I think you have to consider the sheer size of my butt. Too.
I
The
do
mid-rise
admit it is
becomes
huge.
low-rise.
I was gonna say it is a force of gravity. I think. Respectfully.
I fear it's the force of gravity. I fear the Earth rotates around.
She's not wrong.
Not
Trust
going
me.
to stand up.
No, they don't need that. We are
not need to
not
see
about
it.
that. Would you
Are
have
we?
any final thoughts?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Give me your final thoughts.
I really want to eat this microphone. I've for the amount of times that I've went over here to do this and then wanting to like.
I did that earlier.
Do I have any final thoughts? Head empty? I don't know. I think we got it.
Yeah, I think
Do
the
you have anything?
shitification.
Resist the urge
yeah.
to buy shitty stuff, otherwise it will continue to get served to you.
Yes.
Thrifting is great if you have no money but you have a fuck ton of time.
Yeah.
And then going to the consignment stores are great if you have money but not a lot of time. Support your local stores that sell the weird shit that you like.
Yes.
Shopping online should be the last thing.
Yeah.
The last ditch effort. Like, I cannot find this anywhere and it's a hyper specific thing. Shopping online, giving your money to someone who doesn't even live in your country is probably the last thing you should be doing.
Yeah. Be a local weirdo. Have you gone to
Do
your
it.
local drag bar? Have you gone to your local gay bar this year? If not, you need to go, please.
Yeah, go give your money
yes.
to the queers in your community.
Yes. Please go support them. Support me on Instagram. Support me on Instagram. Support me on TikTok. How about you like and subscribe here? I would really appreciate if you stayed.
Ring that bell. Ring that bell.
I have 15 subscribers at the moment. Thank you to.
I'm so glad that was empty.
Oh my lord, that would have been really bad. The Harajuku girl, she is okay.
Oh wait,
Where's
I have
your
one
tip?
last thing to say.
Oh no, it's your red tail.
She hasn't come out this whole
She
video.
has had this since we met.
This is actually
I have braided
a
it.
great final thought. I'm sorry. A
Okay,
great final
yes,
thought
please,
of you should
please,
always be
please.
doing something because you want to and not because it's a trend.
Yeah.
When I cut my hair, like my hair was super long and then I chopped it all off into a bob, I wanted to keep a rat tail. And when I did it, the hairdresser, which is why I don't go to fucking hairdressers anymore, said, I don't know if that's in right now. Is that like a thing right now? And I did it. I told her, I don't give a shit. Do it for me, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then
Yeah.
she afterwards was like, she bit her tongue and was like, actually, you know, it does look cute on you. And then sure enough, 5 years later, jellyfish haircuts are huge right now. Where you
Period.
have a billion little fucking rat tails.
Yes.
So just
yeah.
keep doing whatever
Just
you want to
do
do
it.
and it'll come back around. Be the low-rise baddie, it'll come back around. Be the
Yes.
rockabilly baddie, it'll come back around.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
A Homestuck used
Don't
to be
even talk to me. That's a little far.
Homestuck used to
That's
be
a little far.
the cringiest possible thing you could do.
Still
like
is.
right up there with furries. And now I'm
Still is.
seeing it skipped a generation. Now I'm seeing like little baby Gen Z, Gen A'ers like fucking learning what Homestuck is and loving it. And now it's cool. Don't look at her. Look at me. It's cool. Okay? Again,
AO3 is cool.
I didn't get bullied for it. I should have been bullied more. But it's everything comes back around. Just do whatever
Yes.
you just do whatever you
Be
wanna
yourself. Like genuinely, everybody says be yourself, but like I'm so serious. Please be yourself because I
Please.
promise you're gonna be so much happier when you actually get to just do whatever the fuck you want and just literally need to like stick it to the man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like in a lot of different ways.
do.
Um,
And reminder, you don't have to look at you. What you look like is everybody else's problem, which
I
is
do forget
probably
what I
why you
look
shouldn't
like.
wear pajamas in the fucking mall.
yeah.
I love how this entire conversation also omitted male fashion.
But the men at my job, what do they get to wear? They get to wear slacks, like dress shoes, dress
Button
pants, and a button up, either long sleeve or short sleeve. And even
That's
short sleeve is not formal enough. A lot of men will not wear a short sleeve button up because they say it's not formal enough. And and then a lot of the times they'll be wearing suit jackets or blazers. And I'm sitting there like I can wear a skirt, I can wear a dress, I can wear a blazer, I can wear a
Yeah.
cardigan. You know, like all these options. I feel like men's fashion, modern day, is
Yeah.
really small. And it's very unfortunate, especially in like formal fashion in general. Like you can't Like, unless you're literally from like a different culture where like, if you want to talk about like the kurta in Indian culture, photo, where they would be wearing this more formally. That's cute as hell. You know, they have options.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, women fought for the right to wear pants. Now men
Yes.
need to fight for the right to wear skirts,
Period.
blouses,
Yeah, like wear whatever you want.
tank tops, like crops, like show their tummy. Like,
Yeah,
like,
very
women
80s.
fought for the right to do so.
Yeah, 100%.
So now men need to do the opposite. They need to liberate themselves from this masculine like box of, like you
Yes.
said, button up and slacks.
It's terrible.
They
I feel so
need
bad
to-
for you.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I
Like, I
know.
genuinely feel bad for men for that.
I get that it's going to take a while for like the workplace to catch up because
Yeah.
like companies are just now starting to let you have tattoos
Oh, God, yeah.
and visible piercings.
Somebody at my job said somebody in my position does not deserve to have facial piercings. That poor girl at the front with all that metal in her face. Oh, that poor girl. And my coworker said she chose to do that. Like, nobody forced her to. She's like, oh,
She's
but
an
it's just so awful. Like, it's just so awful. Like, somebody in that position should never have that.
Men need to get sluttier.
Yes, wear
Within
the
their
crop
comfort
tops.
level.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not here to force anyone to be sluttier.
No,
but the amount
wear
of
what
men,
you want, queen.
I'm gonna get on my soapbox. The amount of men that I'll say I need more crop tops this summer. I'll say that to a man, and they'll be like, yeah, but like I have a hairy stomach. Yeah.
So
yeah,
do I,
that's
queen.
what I'm a fully grown woman who wants a man who's an adult who
Looks
has
like
hair.
an adult. Yeah.
Oh, I have a bit of a tummy. Yes. So
Oh, no.
do I.
How terrible.
I want to see your tummy in public.
Yeah.
It's a turn on.
Yeah, like it's great. Like, honestly,
Please.
all I see, like, if I see a man on a crop top, and I'm not talking like a micro one that is like this, I'm talking like this length, right? Like hip length, like waist or hip length. All I'm thinking is they're so physically cool. Like, physically as in like they are aerated. They have ventilation in this hot weather. It's 38 degrees today. It's 38 degrees. I'm so sorry. Men do not, like, men are forced to wear board shorts and a fucking t-shirt. Why are you not cropping that hoe? Why are you not like opening? Why are we not opening the sides?
This
Love
is
it.
the best
It looks
on
good.
men.
It looks so
fantastic. You
good.
see your-
Good
I don't give a
ventilation.
shit. I don't give a shit if you're fat.
I don't
Do
care.
it.
Just do it, please.
Because
Like,
it's hot.
yes. And also
It
just like
looks
liberate
great.
yourself. Like, we're talking about like liberating yourself out of this like male box. Please do it. People talk about toxic masculinity. That's where it
Yes.
comes from. That's where it fucking comes from. And aren't we trying to smash that?
We could make an entire video on
About
how
men.
how women have made the steps for themselves. Now
Yeah.
men need to make these same steps. And I
Yes.
feel like women, to a certain extent, need to encourage men, give them their space.
Yes,
but they
yes,
need to
yes.
encourage men to
100%.
to find themselves
Yeah.
more than just being a man.
Yes.
And working a manly job.
100%.
Yeah.
Thrift store. What are the sections at a thrift store for men? Men's pants, men's shorts, men's t-shirt, men's long sleeve,
Yeah.
men's jackets. Women's sleeveless tops, short sleeve tops, long
Knits.
sleeve tops, knits, blouses. Do you know what I'm saying?
Shorts,
pants, dresses. Do you know what I'm
Separate
saying?
section for underwear, which I know some people think is gross, but we have
Whatever.
our own like cool. God, I had a man who was actually so upset because he's like, men don't get good lingerie,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is a perfect example of
Yep.
like, there's no one buying it, there's no one producing it, so
Yeah.
you're fucked.
yeah.
Like,
Banana hammock
Your
only.
best bet for lingerie, is kind of a thong,
Yeah.
or I don't know, the cheapest fucking piece of lingerie you can find on Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Can I speak on this for a second?
Please.
Okay, so men used to be really flamboyant. There's two, like, in like the last like few hundred years, there's
Yeah.
two examples of like heavy flamboyancy, which is the macaroni, right? You
The macaroni?
Put
The
a
pasta?
feather in his cap and call him macaroni. That's referring to like a style of that men wore. I can't remember what like time period it was. So yes, there was this fashion style called macaroni, and it was the guys who were really flamboyant. Like they were wearing the pastels and heels and stockings, and I think even the powdered wig and stuff is part of that era. And the reason that they stopped and went to the standard white pressed shirt with the black jacket and a little hat or whatever was because of I believe the overthrowing of like the proletariat or whatever,
Like the French Revolution?
the French Revolution and
The
the
French
beheading of rich
Revolution.
people, and you didn't want to look rich, so you had to dress down.
Yeah.
Then the more modern equivalent to that of men were super flamboyant in like the 60s, 70s,
Yeah.
even the 50s a little bit.
Ooh, yes.
60s, 70s, 50s.
Very sexy.
They were so flamboyant and tight clothing, bright
Oh my God,
colors.
yeah.
Like they were right up there with the women. Like the women and the
tight-
men would stand right next to each other and they would match.
They wear the same thing. The tiny shorts on men in the 70s with their little tank tops.
Yes.
Why are we not doing that?
They're just a little crop.
Why are the hemlines not
little
getting shorter for
crops.
men?
And then do you know what happened? AIDS. If you looked
Yes,
flamboyant, people
yes.
assumed that you had AIDS, and people didn't even want to like be near you,
which
because
is
they thought
horrible.
you could get it just by like being
Of
near,
course.
like rubbing elbows with you.
Yes, of course.
So
Horrific.
then of course
yeah.
you go from that being the norm of being super fucking flamboyant and whatever to fuck you. You don't want to look gay. You don't want to give off that. So now the norm
Yeah.
is for men is to be boring.
Yeah, which is terrible.
Boring and normal.
And yeah, like
Luckily there
The
was a
AIDS
good
crisis.
amount. Luckily there was a good amount of like 80s examples of men with the crop tops and the flamboyant hair, like the
Yes,
hair
which I
metal
love.
stuff, which
Yes.
I love.
hair metal is so funny. Like
But
the
then,
most
yeah.
homophobic people will be like, I love 80s music. I hate gay people, but my favorite band is Queen. And I'm like, hello? At the moment, I have 15 subscribers. Thank you so much to every single person. If I had 15 people in this room right now telling me I want to continue watching your videos, I would shit my pants. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please tell me in the please fight with me in the comments. Tell me that you think we're dumb and we're ugly, and tell me that you think what we say is wrong. Please, I'd love to have that engagement. I'm Daisy. This is Hazel. Thank you so much for being here today. Do you have any last words as for the outro queen? Bye.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear she was mental.
I'm done. Cut the cameras.
I just realized you don't have mascara on. Sorry.
I don't. I always forget.
No, it's fine. Nobody. That's okay. It looks fine.
It's okay.
Also
No one
make
will
it-
know.
No, I'm gonna cut that out.
I've got a text.
I got a text vibes.